first game on the way. It's going to be Dry Arabia. Let's take a look at the civilization switching to Algae Aztecs War. No huge surprise here so far. Both players went for Aztecs right here on the south side. We've got the blue player that's going to be RiuT. JorDan went right there here for the north side. And once more, let's start talking a little bit about the map. Civilizations was no huge surprise so far. Aztecs for both players. It is indeed the most common pick when it comes to Arabia. Let's try to understand how the maps look like. I'm still trying to search for the gold of RiuT, and there it is right there at the back. But what do you think about this, Nilford?
Yeah, I think the gold positioning isn't too important because if you kind of scroll out a bit and scroll a bit around, you can see both players have a quite wallable map or like a reasonable amount. Because if they wall here, they wall a bit more to the right side, there are clips to help out, and then you can like secure so much of your map without investing too much. And that's kind of the same map for JorDan. So I'm expecting
switch back to JorDan.
Players to, yeah, let's see his map. It's like cliffs over here in the south, then he can easily go even more cliffs. He will build his military buildings over here, and then we go up top, and there are huge forests, just a small wall here, and I think he should be pretty fine.
Sort of wondering what about JorDan scouting. He's got so far away sheep. He's got two over here. He's got two over here.
Yeah, but he will find them.
Like I forgot about this one over here. But what do you think about the maps, Viper?
I think JorDan has a really sweet map. He can easily wall off like the top two forests to the right, and then just direct all the focus to the front. So I really like JorDan's map for this one.
Yeah, I think something I like a lot about RiuT's map, he's got so many resources inside his potential walls, right? So if he goes for this wall right here, if he goes for a wall, I don't know, something around here maybe, and he's got so much gold inside his walls, right? He's got a stone here as well. Well, the wood is a little bit far away, to be honest. I think he himself needed to walk really far away to get a nice patch of wood. Look at that.
That's not too bad, because most of the times, if you wall yourself and the enemy is going for explos and mangonels, you're losing a lot of villagers and wood. And now look at this. On the left-hand side, you can easily wall here, like over, a bit more to the south, here, and then he has like a secure wood as well. So you can totally boom with the secure gold, food, and wood eco.
And taking a look at the way he's placing this house, it sort of lets me guess that the walls are gonna continue over here to the left side. And just as you said, it's gonna be a perfect wall right here on the left side. Let's take a look at the exploration from RiuT. He did find JorDan by this time. Looks like he will be able to steal 2 sheep. Not sure if the fair play is gonna take place here. Ooh. JorDan is waiting right there with the Eagle Warrior as well.
Let's go into JorDan's eye for those 2 sheep.
Yeah, we just said that at the very beginning. They are so far away. JorDan is able to recover those 2 sheep. He will probably not be able to found those 2 right there.
Just found them.
Yeah, he just found them. So RiuT, I would be surprised if he does not steal those. Do keep in mind we've got no rules against laming this match, so everything can happen pretty much. Maybe it's time to take a look at the villager distribution. Once more, 4 villagers on wood by JorDan. Would be very surprised not to see 4 from RiuT. Here we go. Probably Drush War, Viper.
Yeah, it's probably like the most standard thing in Aztec War is pretty much the 5 militia drush into walls and fast castle, and I would be surprised to see either of these try anything different.
Indeed, that would be really surprising indeed. It looks like RiuT doesn't really care too much about those sheep. He just wants to make sure JorDan's not going to have them. He doesn't really want to have them himself, but he's not going to give them back, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the walls of JorDan and the buildings. Looks like the rush is going to take place right here on the front of his base, pretty much where Nilford said it was going to take place. So he will probably try to close with it.
6 on wood compared to the now only 6 for RiuT. So he is a bit later with farm, so...
I guess he's sending these 4 villagers to the deer as well. That will give him a boost on that Drush FC, which might very well be coming, Viper, right?
Yeah, and deer are quite necessary for Drush Fast Castle Aztec. If you don't take deer, you're probably not going to be able to up as fast as your opponent. So, at least for me personally, deers are like a crucial part of my build when I go Fast Castle.
Is there a huge difference if you compare like 3 deer to 4 deer?
Of course, you always prefer 4 deer, but I would even mill deer.
Okay.
But this is where you see that the players are a little bit nervous right here. RiuT got house for a split second right there. He's doing the regular 5 militia drush. He will drop a couple more walls right here. Pretty much where Nilford guessed at the beginning, those would take place. Probably a couple of palisades right here will take place as well later on into the game. But 5 militia, that's for sure. And does not look to me like he will try to go or a fast feudal Viper. I don't see enough farms and I don't see enough villagers on foot right here, right? So probably really going to be Drush FC.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like an FC build. But he has not made a move to Deer yet, so he's gonna rely heavily on farms, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, let's take a look.
He's
Does he even
taking
have
deers
any
in this
deer?
house now.
Try to see that. Yeah, he is taking a couple of deer right here. Those are very far
Without
away.
a mill, as it seems.
Yeah, is
I
that
would
really
love
worth it,
to
Viper?
see him build a second wood camp over here, maybe. And so the villagers don't have to walk back to...
Anyway, JorDan is the first one to unleash his army. He's going here to the middle of the map. At the same time, there comes RiuT. And RiuT knows exactly what's coming. Something that could be going badly here for JorDan. He does not have his Eagle Warrior right here in the middle of the fight. JorDan needs to walk away a little bit. He probably wants to have that Eagle Warrior helping in the fight, Viper, because that could be really important to the outcome.
And if I saw right, then RiuT's Eagle is pretty hurt for some reason. So JorDan's gonna have an advantage in the fight.
Well, John is taking a lot of free hits at the moment.
He's still trying to run away, really wants to have the Eagle Warrior right there. Searches for the top of the hill. This looks like quite a nice position for him. Everything will come down to Michael. One of the militias from RiuT is not really fighting. Let's take a look, we'll get the advantage. Looks like after everything, RiuT actually did a better job here. It's gonna be a massive victory here for RiuT. At the very end of the fight, looks like JorDan did get a couple of hits, so one militia is left alive. JorDan on a very low HP Eagle, but RiuT still has got his Eagle Warrior as well. What about this, Viper? Is that a huge deal, what just happened?
At this point, like, I think both of them are just fairly happy with trading off the militia. RiuT's gonna be on the better end because his Eagle is gonna have more HP, and the militia is... Oh, actually, the militia is...
Gonna get a couple of hits here. Gonna get a couple of hits, but the Eagle Warrior is there, so everything is gonna be all right. Let's take a look at a little bit of the walls, maybe. We've got RiuT spreading a whole lot of walls right here on the right side, on the top side as well. What do you think about this, Nilford?
I think the one good thing I would still want to mention is RiuT having his militia still. Now he knows that there's never a forward of JorDan coming, and JorDan has to guess, and yeah, kind of has to assume, okay, he's up feudal late, he can't put a forward, but still, yeah, they had a heavy rush one, so he knew most likely there will be.
Buildings being placed here. It's an archery range to go up here for JorDan. He will be trying to drop a blacksmith at this moment in time. He's almost completing it right here on the left side of the walls. RiuT trying to be annoying with that militia, but he's not really going to delay JorDan that much. Quite a nice Drush FC time right here from JorDan. He just managed to click up. RiuT himself was able to click up as well, so really nicely done. Quite similar for both players. Nice Drush FCs here for both players.
And
so
look at the resources; they're all below 100. So great eco balance.
Yeah, that really tells you. That really tells you the eco balance was on point. We're seeing here a second archery range so far from RiuT, probably.
Double with eggs, same timing as well. So it's basically a huge mirror match, as it seems.
Basically a mirrored match indeed, and it looks like now will be RiuT here trying to drop a couple more. He does have one archery range. Looks like he's missing a second one. He will be dropping it any time soon, right here in the front, I would assume. But so far, just as you said, Neil, preferred really mirrored play styles.
I'm not sure. You don't actually want to split your archeries. So building an archery on the left-hand side and having one on the right-hand side.
Okay, you were totally right. You were totally right. It's going to be an archery range on the right side, not on the left.
That's good.
Awesome spot right here by Nilford. So it looks like this is only going to be houses. I do hope for him that he does realize there's an opening still right there on the left side. Let me go into his point of view. Would be really unfortunate for him not to see this. He can't see it.
Absolutely.
He can't see it. So I would be very surprised not to see him dropping a couple of palisades anytime soon. This is JorDan, the first one to go in with a couple of archers.
Yeah, and you see the beauty of having the militia. He knows that JorDan moved out.
Indeed, so he took a couple of hits with that militia, so he's pretty much waiting for this. He did drop a stone wall right there. I don't know. What about this, Neil, for dropping that stone wall? Is he taking stone anywhere else?
But I would have always gone for a house. I think RiuT is taking more of the defensive way. We're getting Balsaw, late crossbow, and JorDan is like, okay, in your face, get crossbow early, no eco upgrades, and getting out this military.
Yeah, you seem to be quite right indeed. He's dropping a couple more stone walls right here on the left side. That means he will need to delay his TC, his third TC. He will need to delay it a little bit more.
But as you can see, he's getting on stone now. And he only needs 20 more. Oh no, he cancelled the villager and he's going for wood. So no third TC quite soon.
Like he's even moving here to the left. Is that going to be stone walls once more here by RiuT? I would be quite amazed if that is the case. No, it's going to be only houses, so good thing for him. So this means JorDan does not have a single spot to start hitting. Looks like he's only trying to defend himself. He's not really going very aggressive with those crossbowmen so far. Let's take a look at the villager count. It's 37 for JorDan, 36 for RiuT. Really similar right here.
Yeah, and it will stay pretty similar. So we're now kind of transitioning into a no fight, no attack game. And so whoever gets a good Imperial army and a good Imperial composition will have the huge advantage. But what is the perfect composition in Imperial?
Very much depends on the map, let's say. Like sometimes you want to go for Jaguars if you have like safe stones and can easily, like if you can get the castles up and the Jaguars out without taking damage. But at the same time, it's like, oh, actually this is pretty big because RiuT is sneaking around. Oh, that's
yeah,
very smart
looks
for
like
JorDan.
somehow JorDan smelled what was happening here. He was going forward with his crossbows. Looks like he changed his mind in the middle of the way and went back with his crossbows as well. Only +1 for JorDan. RiuT has got the +2 already. He's going to go around this side, and indeed, that would be actually a nice spot to start hitting the villagers. But looks like he won't have much success because JorDan's pretty much waiting for him right there.
Denied!
Denied. Only +1 though for JorDan, so this could be actually huge, Viper.
I think the second RiuT sees that JorDan has just +1, he's going to start engaging constantly. He's not going to back down and he's going to keep forcing JorDan to go back. But I think JorDan will react with a Bodkin arrow. He's even going to deal
scouting with the
this feels a little bit risky to me, Viper. Delaying fletching for so long, and indeed the first engagement takes place. RiuT, of course, is going to take advantage of his awesome micro. He's got to make sure he stays away from the range of fire of JorDan. JorDan does not have the +2, as I just said. Looks like RiuT does not want to take too much risks here. He goes back a little bit more, tries to find another spot to hit, but JorDan doing this really nicely in my opinion. He keeps sending a couple of crossbows across the map to make sure he knows where his opponent is.
Yeah, actually I think this one went just wrong from the archeries, but still he got so much map control, splitting the archers, getting a lot of intel, and yeah, he just could position himself perfectly, got all his army together, and although he was one upgrade behind, he still had the stronger force, and now both armies are clashing against each other. But there's no entrance, and I think RiuT won't be able to do much.
Yeah, full walls indeed here. Looks like RiuT probably saw those chopped off trees and thought there would be a couple of villagers right there. JorDan knows best. He sent all those villagers away to make sure he does not get a single casualty right there. RiuT is not going to give away this hill for now once he sees the army of JorDan. And this is JorDan just completely not caring about this and eventually going to go forward. No, he comes back a little bit more. Let's see.
He's trying to snipe single archers now, and will use the mangonel now to, yeah, kind of get him off the hill. But I'm not sure, do you send the mangonel to the south to try to get him off the hill, or to the north, and to be sure that the army is not getting in?
Well, that's probably a nice question. Anyway, it looks like JorDan won't care too much about that army. He's sending in his own army straight towards RiuT's base. Let's take a look if he will have a chance of getting in. Not here, not at the front, and not here as well. So no chance for JorDan to actually do any kind of damage here, Viper.
Yeah, it seems like both of them are. It's pretty much going to come down to decision making over like as we approach the late game, because I don't think anyone will try to make a decisive push with the crossbows. Both are fairly walled, and JorDan is out of the mangonel now, so RiuT can't really do anything to him either. So just gonna transition into Imperial battle, and we have to see who if anyone has the balls to go for something else than eagles.
Indeed, that would be interesting to see if someone goes for straightaway Jaguars. That would be something really nice.
I think RiuT should go for Jaguars. He's absolutely stonewalled. I think it's a safe option to go for Jaguars in real spot, right?
It could be, but still, he's not up. He's like house wall at some sections, and houses are really easily.
He's heavily going on stone already. So
yeah,
let's take a look at that.
But
Indeed.
also, like people go heavily on stone as well, just to get a castle up, so they can do the unique tech upgrade.
Unique technology.
Not necessarily just for getting Jaguars.
But that's pretty early to already go on heavy stone.
Yeah, but you can already see his economy. He's already about to click Imperial, and like the timing is gonna be nice with an Imperial each time. So I don't know. And he could go for Jaguars, but it's too early.
JorDan now building at least 2 monks to get all the relics, and especially in Aztecs War, relics are just key to winning.
Very important indeed, and I think you can sort of tell players are quite nervous here. No one is taking any risk, right? They're all playing really defensive, making sure no big casualties during Castle Age. You can see the villagers so close, still 75, 73 for RiuT. So also there, the military numbers are quite even as well. Castle going up here on the top of the hill. Looks like a nice placement for the castle as far as I can see. Nothing wrong with that one. Going to protect that, all that part of the RiuT space right there on the front of his base.
JorDan is still quite far away from reaching Imperial Age. Only 600 food for now.
They both went for different approaches. JorDan went for handcart, so he's going a little bit more into like heavy economy, so he's going to hit Imp with a strong economy. While RiuT went for the fast Imperial, where he's going to aim to get castles up and like keep map control at his front. Because he also did the stone mining upgrade, and that hints towards him going heavily for Jaguars.
Going for stone, very nice spot once more here by the Viper himself indeed. So just as we said before, it's going to be RiuT going up to Imperial Age, let me correct that, a lot sooner than JorDan. And let's take a look at his economy. He seems to be waiting for a little bit more of stone in order to actually get those Jaguar warriors. But first, let's take a look at this nice engagement that could be taking place right here. JorDan has got the numbers, he's got the mangonels as well. So I would be really surprised to see RiuT actually trying to engage on this. He wants to run away, but JorDan knows better. He knows exactly what he is going to head, and JorDan will have the hill advantage. Probably he will go to the top of the hill, try to start firing from the back. He's bringing in a mangonel. This could be quite huge. RiuT himself wants to play this really safe, going back to the top of the hill, making sure no big damage is going to be done by those mangonels. They start fighting, but at this moment, how important are the crossbows actually?
Well, since both players most likely will go for Jaguars, it's always nice to still have 25 expos left and make them arbalest, because that's a huge advantage in the first Jaguar fights.
But taking a look at the researchers, I saw man-at-arms right there for JorDan, so it looks like that is going to be champions right here for JorDan.
Yeah. He still is on stone, but most likely only for Guardian Wars.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. He did a stone mining upgrade as well, so he might be looking to transition Jaguars, a mix of Jaguars and champions, but of course first is going to be champions, and those crossbows from RiuT can actually make quite a difference. Oh, actually, I mean JorDan.
Let's take a look at what is JorDan doing right here. He's just about to hit Imperial Age. He does not have any castle, so it looks like he's not looking to doing that unique technology upgrade just yet. Just as we said before, it looks like he will be trying to go for champions indeed. Two-handed swordsman being upgraded right there. The armor upgrade being done as well. And just as we said before, elite Jaguar warriors for RiuT. What about this unit composition, guys? Champions against Jaguars.
Yeah, as you should know, obviously it's a huge deficit for these champions. Like, it's one of the hardest counters in this whole game. They basically cost nearly the same and like just wreck the champions apart. So I think JorDan needs to get into heavy arbalists as well to have a good Imperial composition.
I think you underestimate the champions' ability against the Jaguars. I mean, like, of course the Jaguars are stronger, but the champions do fight fairly cost-effective. But like the thing with Jaguars is you need 650 stone to have a production building for the Jaguars. Champions, you can spread barracks around the whole map. You can keep continuing like adding production facilities as you move across the map. And so like champions offer a lot of kind of a different type of gameplay compared to Jaguars. Of course, the engagements are going to be so crucial.
And indeed, that was the GG for RiuT's army of crossbows. But he does have 3 castles. Those are elite Jaguar warriors. I seem to be seeing the unique technology being made as well. It's 12 plus 5, so he's only waiting for the blacksmith upgrades to kick in. And indeed, this could be actually quite a nice chance here for RiuT to try to tackle the army of JorDan. JorDan already researching the champions upgrade, and this fight could be so good for RiuT because JorDan still does not have champions, so those two-handed swordsmen will just completely melt down. And JorDan knows that too damn well. He's going back with those, is not one to lose any more unnecessary units. He probably needs to wait a little bit longer in order to have those champions. But what about this Viper? This is an infantry on infantry war, and JorDan does not seem to have any attack upgrade so far.
They're incoming slowly but safely, but I mean, this is probably going to be a longer game, I think. I don't think anyone can break the other very fast right now, but since the crossbows now, they're going to actually play quite a part in this battle.
Indeed, nice job by JorDan keeping them alive for as long as he could. Champion is made now by JorDan, so now he probably wants to try and attack RiuT because he does have a couple of crossbows. Not doing that just yet. Once more players being really safe here. No one wants to take an unnecessary risk. This is RiuT bringing in a couple of trebuchets, a mangonel on the way as well. So far RiuT really close game. I think we could take a look at the relics distribution, or if someone has got to collect them. We've got 2 relics right here from RiuT. What about JorDan? 3 relics for JorDan. So advantage here for JorDan as far as you can see. Only 1 though. Is that a huge thing?
Obviously an Aztecs wall is a huge thing, but not the biggest thing in the world, so that will most likely not decide the game. It will most likely be like who has a better Imperial composition, better micro, better map control in general. There are 2 extra gold spots, which are huge in Aztecs wall as well. So just being cost efficient with your gold army, that's the most important thing, not this one really.
Just seen a couple of champion raids right there from JorDan. At the same time, he's being attacked right here on the north side. And this is a whole lot of army. It looks like the big battles are indeed incoming. 3 trebuchets from RiuT. He could start taking down one of the castles probably, even though that wouldn't be that much of a thing for JorDan because he is going for champions.
Yeah, and Garland was finished as well, so he only needs conscription and then he can basically delete the castle anyways.
Huge fight just about to happen. JorDan wasn't confident before, he is confident now. He's got a couple of crossbows right there as well. This fight is going to be so important. Looks to me like the Jaguar Warriors are doing the work right here. They're being able to actually get a lot of kills right there. Looks like those crossbows were not quite enough to help those champions. Nice fight here for RiuT, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Just the Jaguars doing the work, and now he got still 2 traps, and they even helped out in the fight, trying to focus down the Expos. And Expos are nice, but he only has +2, and only now Arbalest in research, so I think they won't do too much damage.
Yes, those true trebuchets being Lost Viper were not ideal by RiuT. So nice move there by JorDan, going a little bit around to make sure RiuT does not see that.
Yeah. RiuT is doing a very smart thing. He's just targeting JorDan's barracks. Because people don't see a lot of people don't see how valuable it is to take down the production facilities. Like you might look at the barracks going down and think like, that's insignificant. But in this case, every single barracks for JorDan is going to be so crucial in reinforcing so close to the battle.
Indeed, but what about this Viper? He's got Arbalest right now. Is this the moment where he could engage once more? What can RiuT do against this?
Well, it seems like he's engaging at the moment, right?
Yeah, JorDan can actually start microing. He can do a hit and run with Arbalest, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see how RiuT chooses to deal with this. Seems like he's just going for a full
He
power
just
play.
wants to go forward. He wants to use the trebuchets to sort of help on that fight. I don't see this fight going very well for him. I would be very surprised. JorDan wants to go back to make sure that Castle starts hitting those Jaguars at the same time. And I don't know about this. RiuT just goes deep in. He's not really going back with those Jaguars. He is able to kill a whole lot of champions, so actually not too bad here by RiuT. He could actually go forward with those trebuchets and start taking down the castle, guys.
Yeah, absolutely, and since the Jaguars did hit the Arbalest, who have +0 defense, they will just instantly eat them alive.
Looks like the Arbalests are really not being able to tackle those Jaguar Warriors from RiuT. RiuT doing really nicely so far, Viper.
I think JorDan made a huge mistake in that battle. He just lost the whole army for no reason. And he, just as Bracer and Chemistry finished, he just let his Arbalest die. So
he could have waited a little bit longer, yeah. Could have waited a little bit longer. And this is RiuT now going in. JorDan does not have a lot of army left. Take a look at my overlay right here. It's only 14 units left, while RiuT has got 42. Very big advantage. That castle is going down, that's for sure. And in the meanwhile, looks like RiuT is taking control of the whole map, placing down a couple more castles right here, left and right, making sure he can get all the control of the map, and that castle is going down, that's for sure.
And one castle going down, and it seems like those villagers would have been able to build another castle, but we saw the GG.
And that's the GG, just
wait,
like
really?
that. A little bit early, but once more, I guess, JorDan felt there was no chance for him to get back with this Viper.
JorDan is the type of player that if he sees no chance, then he's not going to try. He's very realistic of his chances, and if he doesn't think he has a chance to come back, then he's not going to waste extra time.
Yeah, really nicely done here by RiuT. They were close. They were very close between each other until like sort of mid-Imperial, late Imperial, and just seems like the army composition was better for RiuT, right?
I don't necessarily think it was the army composition. I think JorDan mismicroed the battles, at least 2 crucial fights. That hurt him a lot, especially the last one where he was doing Bracer and Chemistry, and just as it finished, he managed to get his Arbalest trapped so they couldn't escape, and they just all